So for today's video, I am going to Forest Lawn Covina Hills, and yes, it does live up to the name. We have to walk up a hill and walk down a hill. So with that said, let's get started with the first person I'm about to visit today. As we're looking right here at the Mausoleum of Christian Heritage, I'm gonna walk down that way. But first, enjoy the view of the mountains. Obviously, because they're quite nice, and it was a quite warm day, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna walk straight ahead and then make a quick left through the double doors, where I will find my first person it is going to be. So at the columbarium of immortality, and then if you look straight ahead, it's going to be in the sanctuary of prayer. Yes, I'm a bit dramatic, but anyhow. And here we go, straight ahead, next to that statue right there. We are going to find former Major League pitcher Don Wilson, who pitched, then look at my notes here, who pitched 9 seasons for the Houston Astros, and then he was a 1971 All-Star. But unfortunately, let's see here, on January 5th, 1975, he parked this Ford Thunderbird into his garage while leaving the engine running. He had his son Don and his daughter Bernice in the seat. So anyhow, they were inside that car for a couple hours until, I think here it says, the wife found them, and then Bernice was the only one to survive. She was found in the passenger seat, but unfortunately for Don and little Don here, they both passed away from carbon monoxide, and it was revealed through the autopsy report that Don Wilson here had a blood alcohol level of 1.67, and kind of sucks that guy was a young pitcher for the Astros and left cut way too short. Along with the son too, he was 5 years old. But there are many theories as to what happened that day. But if you want to, leave a comment down below and we could discuss this situation here. Next up in the Veil of Faith section, we have here. Now this is where Covina Hills lives up to his name, and you see my car there to the left and next to that tree. Yeah, it's quite the walk to visit this next person and pay my respects. Here we go. This is where we're going to find former Major League pitcher right next to this sign right here, just in case you're wondering. It's right there at 9067, right to the left of him. You're going to find former Major League pitcher Cory Lidle. Now, he did pitch 9 seasons in the Major League. Last pitch for the Yankees, Philadelphia Phillies, and then Cincinnati, Toronto, Oakland, and so on and so forth. But he did pitch 9 seasons in total. And on October 11, 2006, Cory Lidle and his instructor Tyler Stranger were flying this small plane where they crashed into the Bel-Air apartments on the Upper East Side of New York City, killing them both instantly. And Cory left behind his son Christopher and his wife Melanie. And Cory Lidle was just only 34 years old on Davis passing. The next person we're going to look at is in the Veil of Faith section is Tyler Honeycutt. Now, I had no idea he was actually later arrested because I was walking around looking for Cory Lidle, and next thing you know, I found him. Like, holy cow. So yeah, here we go. So who is Tyler Honeycutt? Well, Tyler Honeycutt was a basketball player. He played his college basketball at UCLA and then later drafted by the Sacramento Kings in the second round, 35th overall. But only played 2 seasons when in 2012 he was sent down to the D-League and later cut from the Kings, and then started playing overseas. And then this here is where it gets very Tyler was acting very funny. And so the police was called to his house, and they started engaging in a gunfight in his home in Sherman, North California. Anyhow, 9 hours go by, and the LAPD finally get to his home, where they find Tyler Honeycutt dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And the young man was only, check my notes here. Young man was only Oh my goodness. Young man was only 27 years old, so you can say yes, he's a part of the 27 Club. So being a resident of Southern California, you tend to miss on stories that you should probably watch the news about. So a couple of months ago, me being subscribed to Steve, the Graveyard Channel, he did a story about this family that was murdered on Christmas Eve 2008, and I told myself, how could I miss that story? I'm a resident of Southern California, and I had no idea this went on. I'm like, this sucks. I told myself, if I ever get the opportunity, go to Forest Lawn Covina Hills, and obviously check it out for myself, and also pay my respects. And so, in total, to make the long story short, in total there was 10 deaths, including the suspect, and 3 people were injured. And so, yeah, those 3 people are still alive to this day. So, with that being said, I'm not gonna talk over this part. I'm going to go ahead and show each person's final resting place and who they were in relation to that person. And yeah, so with that being said, you guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys later.